understood correctly that this is a Bob Seger episode?
Night Moves. Yes. It's all going to be about Bob Seger's, mainly his sexual exploits. Details. We're going to spill some tea. Hello, you beautiful people. Oh, don't do an accent, Adam. There's nobody watching anyway, so it's fine. Oh my gosh. Can you hear it?
Farts.
Oh, you ruined it. Thanks a lot.
I'm sorry I didn't blow him up.
That's what I say every time I see Finn.
I'm sorry I didn't blow him up. I'm sorry I didn't blow him up. I'm sorry I didn't blow him up.
It fits with the song pretty good. Well, you know what time it is.
No, please tell me.
It's 8:30! Oh, yeah.
Classic 8:30 on a Thursday.
8:30. Everybody loves it. It's the favorite time of all the people. How you doing, my dude?
Well,
It's about as good as can be expected for a Thursday at, what is it? It's bumfuck o'clock there, isn't it?
It's 3:30. Just
In the AM.
You know, doing the podcast to get ready to work. It's no biggie.
I haven't gotten up. So you were asleep previously.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't gotten up that early. That's it. That's the whole thing. Yeah.
My sleeping schedule's been screwy overall. Like after coming home from work, after like 2 o'clock, I slept like 3 hours. Ooh.
Oh, go on. I did it okay this time.
Then I went to bed again around like 10 o'clock and slept till 2:30 a.m.
That's the
I
most
even woke
that's
before
the
my
most
alarm.
it's the most exciting thing I've ever heard in my
I mean, yeah.
entire life.
Tired life. Ooh.
Like DuckTales?
Yeah.
So I called this episode Night Moves because it's at night. Did you get it?
Yeah.
It's more. I mean, it's very much not night for you. I mean, it's dark, but not night.
Well, it's kind of night. Depends.
it's
If I
kinda
were
night.
to stay up till now, still be
Right.
night,
It would
but
feel like the night. Yeah, but you know what I mean. If we're talking
Yeah.
technical, semantical definitions.
Oh yeah, you're into that.
Yeah, words are important. I don't know if you know this, Finn, but words,
Whose words?
all words, even words like shit liquor, important.
Shit liquor? Okay.
Yeah.
Is that? Yeah.
Is that a word? Sure.
It's like 2 words.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I'm telling the people on the blog
Go
to
smell a fart.
we live go smell fart. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Wait, we gotta
Wipe?
start the show over again. I forgot to wipe. I think that was your best one-liner of the history of the show. We're like 7 seasons in, episode 17. Okay, wait, where is it? No, that's not it. Here. Okay, let's pretend we're starting the show over again. You ready?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, that's the wrong song. Oh, now they're both playing. Oh, wait, let's put the third one in there. Okay. Oh, no. Oh, God. Wait, hold up. Okay.
Jeebus.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Finn and Doge Special Night Moves Edition. Oh, okay. And in honor of this special occasion, mostly Finn, with a little help from Doge, created a special intro song. You ready for it? All right. Let's fade this out, and then, without further ado, Finn, I'd like please introduce the new intro song.
Really?
Okay, here it goes. Oh, yeah. And we're live. And that's when you roll the music in the background, and then you hit a couple of these. And that's how we should have started the show. All right. Now it feels like a real show, like I remembered to do what I was supposed to do. So that's good. I'm going to move this. You can still hear me pretty good when it's like this, right? I just feel weird covering my mouth the whole time. Although I do like sucking on this phone.
That looks delicious, gotta say.
Hey, can I tell you something?
Yeah.
Everyone I work with is a moron. Okay, secondly, that's not true. No, what I wanted to tell you about was, well, have I expressed to you that the beer distributor near me gets these like limited edition beers and stuff like, what is it, like Wendy's fresh never frozen beef patties or whatever? Like they get IPAs from breweries that they bring in like refrigerated trucks and stuff. You know, it's like
fresh.
You gotta drink this within a week or it's bullshit, man.
Yeah.
But anyway, I bought this. Well, first of all, okay, the can's, kind of cool. It's like, I forgot to fix the focus. My camera's slightly out of focus. Sorry, guys. It's got these like playing cards with like turtles on, which kind of fits the theme of that song. Also, anyone who can type all the lyrics to that, having heard it only once, and gets it exactly right, I will send you
that can.
I will send you this can and my Vegas Gold Jordan Stahl number 11 jersey.
Ooh.
But you have to get them all exactly right. And there's only one person, I believe, watching, and it might be you, Finn. So that Finn is no. If you're associated with the show that intimately, you are not in the contest, Finn. So quit typing. I see you typing over there. So it's a what does it say? It says it's a juicy India Pale Ale. I'm like, okay, I like them juicy.
You had me at juicy.
Right. And then I'm like, oh, what's the name of this brewery? This font, you can't read this, I'm sure, but this font is kind of hard to see.
Cascade Scribble.
Yep, it's Cascade Crackanole. It's the name of the brewery is Licking Hole Creek.
Oh.
Craft Brewery. Yes, so that just
Is it like a hole or a
every time I go down to the Licking Hole,
I must have drank me about 15 Dr. Peppers.
every damn time, can't stop myself. Just can't. I don't know. If it's a real creek, I really want to know why. Because most of the place, you got like Wind Talker Walks or Rock or whatever, and you got like Giant Butt Pass or the Tetons. Perfect example. The Tetons, French fur trappers, were in the middle of nowhere. We have already talked about this on the podcast, show, whatever it is. They saw some big, like, moundy, pointy things, and they were like, huh, fucking tits. Ah, yeah. Right? So, Licking Hole, there's a story there. So, if anybody finds it out, please let us know, because I'm not going to look it up.
Go to the Licking Hole.
I go down to the Licking Hole. Oh, God, we got to do that. Oh, Lord, I feel like I'm drowning.
for next week. Gotcha.
Parodies are fair use, so we can do as many parodies as we want. As long as it's
Yep.
clear it's a parody. Thank you, Weird Al, American Hero, National Treasure, Congressional
Flying
Medal of
Eagle.
Honor
Yeah.
winner. Yeah.
US and A.
Rock flag and eagle.
Thanks for reminding me that I have drops. Listen, there's a reason we don't do these at 8:30. It's because it's really, really fucking early in the morning for Finn. That's the reason. But thank you, Finn.
Yeah.
Is it making you uncomfortable that I'm having a beer? Are you jealous?
No. You think I'm gonna have one also?
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I feel like if you wanted to have a beer, you would just have one. Like, I feel like Finland is the type of country where it's like, listen, obviously, if you were an alcoholic, get help or whatever. But Finland feels like a place like, you know what? I'm gonna have a beer before work this morning. That seems like a good idea. That I don't think.
Yeah.
Am I wrong? If you went to work and told people that it was okay to tell that to, would they be like, whoa, or they'd be like, oh yeah, I do that sometimes.
No, it'd be pretty weird.
Okay,
And
they're
especially
weirder.
like doing on a live YouTube thing. Drink a beer before going to work. I don't know. That seems a bit.
Okay,
thing
well, when
could
you
lose
put it
your
all
job
together,
over.
whoa, you for doing a live YouTube show before going to work, you could lose your job in Finland. What happened to freedom?
Didn't sound like any fun at all.
I think you're leaving out the drinking beer part, which is the actual problem.
Oh, but like one beer. Like,
And
what's your
operating
actual?
heavy machinery? And
Oh, do you
stuff.
operate heavy machinery? Okay, well then never mind. I thought you like. I have no idea what you. I don't know anything about you, Finn, and we don't have to talk about it. But
Yeah.
anyway,
I like your style, dude.
Yeah.
I feel like our drops are.
Cowabunga, dude.
I feel like our drops are really loud this show, and I'm gonna leave it just to piss Gino off.
No, they sound good to me. Like
Do they?
I like
same
your style,
same level,
dude.
pretty much.
Okay. Yeah, they're about the same level as me.
Yeah.
See, that's a problem.
So pretty
is-
loud.
Yeah, loud AF.
What are we waiting for? Let's do it.
I
So-
talk loud. I can't hear what you hear. I
Yeah,
hear
yeah,
myself, but it's not going. I have a compression on there and EQs and stuff to make me sound like super fucking cool.
So we have something happening on the chat.
Oh, we
So-
got Jägermeister in there and Jovi.
Y-
Jovi, there's
yeah.
no topic. Goochland,
Surprise.
Virginia. Apparently, the beer you have is very well rated on Untapped. See, and I pick beer like a sorority sister in a liquor store picking wine. It's like, I like the label. Why tap when you can drink wine from a box?
Yeah, exactly.
You mean a fun sack? That's what we call it in college.
So Licking
hey,
Hole Creek Craft Brewery, Goochland, VA.
It really is. It really is. He didn't make that up. That's real.
Oh, it says. I just googled their Untapped page.
It's really Licking Hole Creek is in Goochland, Virginia. He didn't make it up. Oh my God. You know what?
By God.
Jaeger, I have never been hornier in my entire life. That fact made me so horny. That's like the horniest fact of all time. Wow.
So yeah, 384 on Untapped. Pretty decent, I'd say. Yeah. Okay.
It's good. I got another one of those race day evil twins because I couldn't help myself, even though like $8 a can. I was like, those are really good. I'm gonna want one of those. And I got another one, one of their IPAs. And I had one. We had a work happy hour where we're allowed to drink on the computer. Well, I had
Okay, Boomer.
Anyway, so I had it was a New England style hazy IPA. I went full IPAs this time. I don't know. I'm not into like stouts and imperial ales and shit anymore.
Yeah, there's like one time I can do the Imperial Stout stuff, and that's
Yeah.
like, well, we're going on our annual cabin
Yeah.
trip, in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever, and we go there on Friday, and Saturday morning is gonna be, well, everyone's gonna be hungover, but we're gonna do this Imperial Stout
Like a breakfast
tasting.
stout to like.
Tasting, like everyone's gonna bring a bottle, and we're
Yeah.
gonna do that, and that's like the best way to shake off the
Seriously, man.
bad vibes.
Well, that's like I was in Austin. Did I ever tell you about my crazy trip to Austin? I was supposed
Maybe?
to. I probably have. I swear, I talk about the same thing every week on this show. So maybe we should have a topic. Jovi, if you think of one, let me know. And not Bob Seger's sexual exploits. We already thought about that, but we decided to pass because if I started getting that horny, I would sound like this.
Well, a very, very heavy debatation tonight.
My eyes would roll back in my head, and then I would probably get. Where's the vaginal palsy one? I get vaginal palsy. Oh, you know what? Okay. Oh, Reed is here. Reed. I went to visit Reed. I stayed with Reed. That's hilarious. People might be trying to call us. Let me put the phone number up. Reed, if you want to call in to talk about Austin, that would be amazing. But I understand if you can't, if your kids are like sleeping and you don't want to wake them up, or you're. Anyway, so in Austin, it was crazy. So there's so many stories. But basically, I was supposed to go down there for a job. Ended up not getting the job. So my buddy Reed's like, hey, I'm not going to go to work this week. It's South by Southwest. Let's go to all the free binge drinking parties everywhere and hang out with bands and, try to sneak into stuff and get into trouble. So that's what we did for a week. Then the American Airlines strike happened, and I couldn't get home. There were no flights leaving Austin. And, well, of course, because I flew American. Like, that's, again, if I didn't have bad luck, I wouldn't have any luck at all. So we had been drinking for a week straight. And then, what's right after South by Southwest? St. Patrick's Day. So we go to, like, their favorite hangout, in Austin bar where all their bros hang. And it was like, was it on St. Patrick's Day? I ended up crying like a little baby because I got so drunk and I hadn't, like, eaten anything. And I was just, like, bawling. And Reed's like sister and brother-in-law were like, dude, it's fine. And I don't know. I think I eventually got over it. But before that, I was like out of money. I'm pretty sure it was on St. Patrick's Day. I was out of money and I was super hungover. And like I didn't even like want to drink. But I didn't feel good. And Reed comes over to me with a Guinness and he's like, drink this. And I was like, I don't even really like Guinness. He's like, no, trust me, drink this. And I drank it and it's like breakfast and a beer. And it just like felt perfect. I was like, oh my God. And it's like 95 degrees. That's the thing you don't, that was the mainly turning me off, I'm like, I know it's cold, but it's like thick and dark. Guinness isn't really that thick or dark though. It's only because it's nitro that it has that thick feeling. It's actually not that many calories. It's actually a pretty thin beer. Anyway, but yeah, I felt amazing. And that's not even like a hardcore imperial stout. That's just like a, draft.
It's like low alcohol.
Yeah, like session stout. Is that a thing?
I know it's a thing, but
it has
I
a
don't know
name.
what it means.
Anyway, yeah. But Austin was insane. We went to a party where I'm pretty sure there were some older ladies trying to bang young dudes. Like that was the whole. They had like a suite in this hotel.
Ooh.
And Jovi says, okay, this is perfect. She says, what's your best scamming beer story, i.e. McLovin? Like from, where they're trying to get alcohol in that fucking movie. Oh, yeah, there's he wants to know about the Adam Goldberg party. Okay, we'll start with that and then get to, well, that's part of it. So our whole thing was just trying to get free shit. And South by Southwest is still like this, but back then it was like, Levi's had a thing called the Fader Fort with Fader Magazine, and Levi's and Converse all sponsored this thing. And you'd go in there and be like, you want fucking jeans? You want Converse? Just like take whatever you want. And then, like MGMT is going to play in half an hour. Oh, and there was a thing where I think it was UV vodka had just come out, and they were trying to get everyone to drink it mixed with iced tea. So everywhere you went, it was like, you want a vodka and iced tea? And it's like, that's fine, but is that really a drink? You know? But Ahmed, no, I am not related to Adam Goldberg, but when I was younger and skinnier and stuff, and he was younger and skinnier, there are some pictures of us where we look like we could be like at least brothers, if not twins. Huh?
Whoopi Goldberg.
Whoopi Goldberg is my mother, actually.
Yeah.
Adam Goldberg's way more Jewish than me, though. I don't know how Jewish I am. I'm sure I'm Eastern European and European, so there's got to be, I'm sure I'm some Jewish. It's great. Anyway, so they had a connected friend who just say his name is Matt. That is his name. We're not going to say his last name. And, he's asked, okay, we'll get to that later. So it has a connected friend who had this band that he was trying, he was there to promote. He was managing this band, taking them all around, trying to introduce them to people, and I don't know if they were looking for a record deal or a distro deal or a tour deal, but he's like, hey, we're going to I can get this band into the Spin party at Stubbs Barbecue, which is like one of the biggest private parties that you have to like be on the list. One of the most prestigious ones, and like some of the newest, hottest acts, and big industry people rubbing elbows and everything. And this is how I remember it. Reed probably remembers it differently. I don't remember who brought it up, but Reed's brother-in-law, Brett, had been calling me Goldberg like ever since he met me. He's like, hey, you look like Adam fucking Goldberg. So he just called me Goldberg, and everybody down there was calling me Goldberg. And he's like, yeah, I got to get this band in, but I can't get everybody in. And I don't know if it was Brett or who, but somebody had the idea. It was like, Adam Goldberg is here. Like, he's in Austin all the time. We know he's here at South by Southwest. Let's put sunglasses on Goldberg. And somebody had an iPhone, which was like brand new at the time, and just like hold this iPhone and just like be on it, and we'll all surround you. And then Matt Thomas will go, oh, I said his last name. Sorry, Matt.
Ooh.
Whatever. No one watches this. Went up to the door and was like, hey, I got Adam Goldberg and all his people. Can you get them in? And the bouncer's like, how many people is it? And there were like 15 of us, like total. It was a lot. And he was like, oh, it's Adam Goldberg, I guess. So we get in, and there's like free food everywhere, open bar. There's like a bluegrass band with like 3 girls wearing almost no clothes that I think were like 15. It was disgusting, playing. But they were like, and this is the VIP room. Like, you could pay tickets, or if you had a wristband, you could go out in the main area. But we're in the VIP room. Apparently, they know Tommy, who used to, I think he was a guitar player for Modern English or something at one point. He's a guy. He's around. He's really tall, very British. And we're hanging out with him, and, we're looking around. There's other minor celebrities and stuff. And then we go out into the VIP roped-off area by the stage, and we're out there, and free drinks. And then the guy from Tommy from Modern English, I think, was the band he played in, basically at one point just, like, turns to me, and he's like, you're not fucking Adam Goldberg, are you? And I'm like, no. And he's like, all right, yeah, good one, mate. And I was like, eh. I think it was that same night. So we got a bunch of free shit there. I think it was the same night. I don't know. The whole place is a blur, but the place and the time. We ended up at the swanky hotel, and these older women were like, party and sweet whatever, free whatever you want, coming up to me and Reed. And we brought up Brett and I think Amy was there. Yeah, and I don't know who else was there. We had a friend, oh crap, I can't remember her name, who hung out with us a lot. One of Reed's friends. She was really nice. But we all went up to this party, and it was pretty obvious that, like, these women were just trying to, like, get down with, like, as many young bros as they could possibly. So we're like, this is weird. We want to get out of here. And I'm like, wait, hold up. I go over to the bar, and I think there was somebody, like, guarding the bar, or maybe they had, like, paid for a bartender. I don't know. But there was a bar, like a fully stocked bar, booze of all sorts. And again, I'm probably making this up because it's a better story, but let's stick with it. We want to leave, and I'm like, give me a second. so I'm going to get a drink. I go to the bar, and I'm like, hey, can you make a White Russian? They're like, let me go see if there's any cream in the fridge. Okay, and they left, and I grabbed one of those giant, like, huge Bacardi bottles, that's like this big around of, like, Bacardi Gold, and I ran back and was like, Amy, put this in her purse, and she, like, opens her purse. It's like a tiny little purse and like puts it as far in as she can. It was like sticking out. She's like got it under her arm. And I'm like, go, 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 go. Because we were out of booze. Like, listen, if you hang out with me for a week, you're going to run out of booze. I'm sorry. It's just the way it goes. We were drinking vodka poured over sugar cubes in martini glasses one night. And then we snorted some pills. I forget what they were. And we're like, this isn't doing anything. And then we realized we had been talking about how it wasn't doing anything for like 15 minutes. And then we realized, like, oh, we're pretty fucked up. Mom, if you're watching, I rarely ever snorted pills. I only snorted pills like 3 times.
Yeah, it's Tylenol. Yeah.
Yeah, it absorbs faster. I had a really bad headache. You know that BAC powder? Have you ever seen that? I think that's what it is. It's like aspirin powder. Have you ever seen that? You can buy just the powder. Okay. You're supposed to like mix it into water and drink it.
Yeah, sure.
Don't snort it. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
So that was a story.
So how would Adam Goldberg run out of booze?
What do you mean?
Yeah, just wondering.
I still wasn't pretending to be Adam Goldberg at that point. They just thought we were random people. Like, we didn't get into that other party because they thought we were Adam Goldberg. They just saw 2 young, they saw
Adam Goldberg.
They saw 2 young boys. They're like, you're like the poor, dirty Adam Goldberg. Why don't you come up to Suite 69? Ooh. You can steal my bottle of Bacardi Gold if you know what I'm talking about. You ever
stash it in a way too small purse?
Yeah. Oh, that sounds. No. Wait, I gotta turn this back on. It's a tiny purse. Yeah, it's a WAP. It's a wet ass Percy.
Percy.
Like that fucking character from Green Mile.
Oh.
Like one of the characters I hate most. Like, there's Hitler's portrayed in movies. I hate Percy worse than Hitler.
So sweaty and...
So sweaty. Wait, keep going.
So sweaty.
Yeah, that's enough.
Slimy.
Did you ever have a thing before we move on to Ahmed Bender, Ben Ahmed? His question. Did you ever have like a sweet scamming beer story or getting free drinks somehow by telling lies or doing naughty stuff?
No, I don't really do lies or naughty stuff, so I have like nothing like comparable to whatever you're...
I'm such a piece of shit!
Here's to swimming with bow-legged women.
Wow.
It's kind of boring.
Well, I feel like culturally, you don't have to do that. Like, first of all, how old are you when you can buy booze in Finland?
18.
Okay, so first, you got 3 years there.
Beer, I mean.
Yeah, sure. But, I mean, if I could buy beer at 18, I would have been ecstatic. Because every time I got liquor, I got so hammered. I got lost in the woods one time all night, dude. Almost slept in a pile of leaves. Thanks. I don't even know what we were drinking. Whiskey? Jim Beam, I think? Bourbon? Yeah, it was bad, dude. Got lost on the side of a mountain all night. All night. We had a buddy, never came looking for us once. We could not find the trail back. We just wandered around the mountain just over and over again. The sun started coming up. We finally found the lean-to.
I hope that you had enough booze for the
We did.
whole
Well,
night.
you know what I actually did? I got so mad. My buddy had this cool, tiny little Nalgene bottle that he had put it in, and I got so mad. We had been sipping on it. I was like, we need to stop doing this. And I threw it into the woods, and they were both like, no, find it. We couldn't find it, so I need to find that same bottle and give it back to him like 20 years later.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's move on, since I'm a piece of crap. The next question we got from Ahmed is, who do you guys want winning the playoffs and why?
Penguins.
Yeah, fuck you. What about the ones that are in progress? Yeah, Penguins.
Penguins.
Hey, if Jerry Batman, hey, listen to me.
Jerry Batman.
If Jerry Batman can steal the Sidney Crosby and just put him right on a Pittsburgh, you know he can take him, put him on that Panley stuff. He can get him in there. He can take him, do whatever he wants, because you know what? Where the fuck is the drop I'm looking for? I'm going to keep talking until I find it, because that's how it is, and that's how you're going to be, because you know what I'm saying? And also,
This is the funnest night ever.
and it's unless you got a bad case of the.
Right, digital.
Yeah, I want to be down there in the Bergstein, getting funky down by the river.
Oh, Lord Stanley, get me the brandy.
Come on, Stanley Bunchman. Stanley Bunchman is a really funny name.
But yeah, I'm rooting for Avalanche. Let's hope they'll win the next one.
Yeah, I've watched probably about 17 minutes of hockey since the Penguins were eliminated, like actively. But yeah.
Like separate minutes or?
Yeah, not even all
continuous?
in one stretch.
Oh.
I started watching it, I just get disgusted. I was like, it's like I was hard as a rock 2 seconds ago. Gone. That's what hockey does to me now. It's made me really sad.
Mm.
It's not 100% true.
Yeah.
So what?
Where do people go? Keep
Up.
posting something on
You
the
couldn't expect the
tubes.
Pens to win this year. Yeah, I fucking could. What's wrong with you? Like, what? I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I didn't teach you how to be a fan in Muslim school.
US Sunday.
That was too far. But
Rock flag and eagle.
no, this is the problem with the Pens. Okay, like they have the talent where it is reasonable to expect them to excel. Just because they're not doesn't mean you're insane for being like, well, they could win the Stanley Cup this year. Like it's not, you know what I mean?
And what's the point of like supporting a team if you don't like expect them to be
Right.
successful?
I think
Even-
he's trying to draw the line between like expectations and expectations. You know, it's like I expect them to win every year, but also some years I'm like, yeah, I expect them to win. Yeah, sure. You know, but yes, you're rooting for them. You're hoping for it. You're sitting there in front of the tree.
I must have drank me about 15 Dr. Peppers.
You're sitting there in front of the tree, and you're like, is this how you do it good? I've only had half a beer. God. And you know, we had tacos for dinner.
God fought. God damn. God damn.
We did. We did have tacos for dinner. So.
Excellent. Some of them aren't even sound bites here.
Nope.
Using.
Yeah. It was like, oh, it's like making sounds. And I'm like, oh yeah.
Yeah, there's a bit of a lag going on.
Yeah, a bit of a lag.
Type something, will you? We're paying for this stuff.
Let's see. Pens crap the bed. They shouldn't have even bothered going to the bubble. Joey, why don't you just move to Pittsburgh, become a Yinzer, and jump off a bridge? You could do that. How about that? Okay, turn that frown upside down, put your big boy pants on, and get your head in the fucking game, which we're not going to see for a while. I'm just kidding. I mean, I'm upset. Like, I am upset. I'm legitimately upset. I stopped watching hockey. Like, normally, even if they had lost that round and they had showed, like, heart, I would have been like, well, you know, shit happens. But that just sucked. And the season before sucked. The playoffs before. Both of those series sucked so hard, so long, so hard and long. They sucked deeply. I don't know.
When I was 12 years old.
Yeah, salvage it. No, you have to salvage it. No, I'm starting to think I started to think Stanley Bench Boy, he's got it in for the pensions. He come down, he put the said Kraz on there, and now he hate him. He gonna put him in a box, he gonna put his dick in a box, and then mail it to the moon. Think about it. Know your facts. I stole that from a comedian on TikTok. There's a girl who does like a Florida woman impression.
Are there comedians on TikTok?
Oh yeah, like Vine. Dude, TikTok is amazing. I know that you don't get it, but that's because you don't have ADHD and you're not from America. Oh, I do need the Game Over Man, Game Over drop. I got to add that to my drop list. Good one, Jovi. Let's see. Is it on here? I thought I did have it on here.
You don't.
Don't tell me you never stuck your penis in a vacuum cleaner.
That's not it. That is not it. Wait.
Hey, you got a boyfriend?
Closer.
But I was going into Toshi Station to pick up some power converters.
No, I don't have it. I don't.
Yeah, let's just go through them all.
Oh, shut up. You want to make a show from nothing? Let's see. Going out to Washington in 20. Okay, Yager says going out to Washington in 2018 sucked, but at least it was a good series, unlike the last 2 years. Yeah, I mean, at least there were good things and terrible things this year and last year, where there were terrible things and then nothing, not a thing, no things, the opposite of things.
But I mean, even the 18 series, they kind of seemed like they weren't.
No, agreed.
There, like,
sure, but there were moments of like, name one thing that happened in this last series that was really like, man, that's gonna go down in pension histories.
Yeah.
Nothing. Series before, I mean, you know what's gonna go down? Yeah, they got knocked out by two bullshit teams 2 years in a row when they had arguably the strongest roster ever.
True. But yeah, Canadians, man.
God. All right, can we talk about something else? Hey.
Yeah, why are we talking about hockey anyway?
Yeah, who gives a shit about hockey? Let's talk about it's the lightning round. We're going to talk about your favorite birds and why.
Birds.
Okay, first, your favorite flightless bird, Finn. What is it? Give it to me. Emu. And why? Why is it your favorite?
They go to wars.
Because they what?
They go to wars.
They have wars? That's fucking crazy. All right.
Wars.
All right. Your favorite bird with a long, skinny beak. Pterodactyl. Whoa, sure. I don't care. I don't give a shit. This is my show. We can do it. Yeah, that's a beak to me. If it's long, it's skinny, it's got a pointy end. You're Beakman's World all over. Okay. Last question for all the marbles. What's your favorite fat little fluffy bird?
I don't know any bird things, words, species.
It's okay. You still got time.
Blowfish.
Yes, that is correct. That is correct. You win. You win everything.
I really practiced. Read the books, the manuals, all the things.
The bird manuals?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, first take the anterior wing, fold it north above the what's this called? Licking hole. Okay, Yager wants to know who would win in a fight, Jovi or Bender?
Jovi.
Yeah, no, hands down. Are you kidding me? Bender's softer. You remember in Ocean's 11 when Bernie Mac, God rest his soul, is talking about how he sleeps with gloves full of grapeseed oil because he needs his hands to be soft for bedroom stuff? Bender is Bernie Mac's hands. I feel like that's really good Everything I just said was really good.
Excellent.
It's a great analogy. Jovi is, she's fucking Brad Pitt in Snatch. She's like, just comes in like unassuming, like, oh, it's me, I'm just Jovi. She doesn't have as crazy of an accent. She really almost has no accent. She probably has less of an accent than me. She's like, hey, oh, it's me, I'm nice. And then the next thing you know, you're fucking dead, or at least knocked out. She wouldn't kill you. She's a doctor. She's a Hippocratic Oath. Actually, you know what? Bender's not a doctor yet, so he would win because Jovi wouldn't be allowed to hit him because she would stick to her oath. Change my answer. Think about it.
Oh, yeah. But if she doesn't, the hospital bill surely will kill him. So
no, if we removed all laws and oaths, she would murk him so hard. All right, Jovi is asking, if you were to create your own religion, i.e. Ron Hubbard.
Ron Hubbard, yeah.
Yeah. Wait, hold up. Hey, it's me, Ron Hubbard. Come on down to Hubbard Ford. We got all the trucks you can possibly fucking need. We got trucks that hold rocks. We got trucks that hold cocks. We got trucks that hold socks. Get on down here. We got diesels, beezels, and queasels. It's Ron Hubbard Ford. That's the religion I would start. My name would be Ron Hubbard, and yeah, and I would be a Ford cultist. If I was going to start a religion, what would it consist of? I don't know. Do you have any thoughts? I'm going to think about this a minute. This is a good question.
Well, sex cult. That's the first.
You're supposed to dance around it a little.
Oh, sorry.
Oh. Yeah, sex cult, right?
Why would anyone create a religion? If
it wasn't a sex cult?
Yeah.
I don't understand. Unless you're a asexual megalomaniac, which, some people are asexual.
Absolutely.
I thought for a while maybe you were.
Yeah, sure.
But then I realized you're just like a private, reserved person. Like the opposite of me. Like that's in those areas.
Well, there's money or sex cult or both. So
yeah. So probably like that. What was her name? What was the actress who got involved with the money sex cult? Went to prison. Smart Elizabeth? No. You know what I'm talking about. She was in like Smallville or some shit.
Smallville, yeah.
Yeah. That shit's crazy. Yeah, cults are fucking nuts. But I grew up in a church that, like, honestly, people in organized evangelical religion, like, I don't have anything particularly against them. But they do have this whole thing about cults. You got to watch out for cults. Cults are different. They're not like us. Oh, they're different. And then it's like, now that I'm not really in that, I'm like, it's not really that different from, like, some of these cults are pretty harmless. And, or like the Epic Times. Have you ever heard of the Epic Times? It was like an online publication based out of China.
No, I haven't heard of that.
Okay. Well, they've been They also publish like real papers in like Hong Kong. I think it's based out of Hong Kong and like New York City. And they are extreme like right-wing Chinese people that have a cult that I can't remember what it's called, but it's a literal cult. And they publish this propaganda newspaper, and they've been heavily advertising and shit in the U.S., trying to convince people like, oh no, we're like the real news, because everything's called fake news. So they're like, we have shit that the real news won't print because it's lies and it's bullshit and it's made up. And that's when you know your family is in a cult, is when they start telling you, I read in the Epic Times. I'm like, oh, that's literally a paper run by a cult. Like, know your facts. Anyway, don't read that, guys. If you see it, look into it. Like, the cult is super fucking shady. You can get information somewhere else. I'm sure there's stuff that's true in there, but I don't trust them as far as I can throw them. They want the whole world to be like a right-wing utopia.
Oh, my.
That's the funniest set of words I've ever said. Sorry. I love you guys. Anyway. All right, some air horns. Let's clear the air in here. Oh, no.
Clear the air.
Goddamn farts.
dude. You're replacing the oxygen with.
Perfect.
It was, by the way, amazing to watch Tenet and seeing Robert Pattinson on the screen.
Shut the fuck up. Oh, think about that scene. Yeah, as soon as you see him. Also, like the Batman trailer.
Haven't watched that.
Okay, I watched the trailer, but the still for it, I didn't know it was him. It doesn't look like him at all. Like, I swear that they digitally manipulated his face. I swear.
Okay. Yeah.
Or maybe it's just from him, like, gaining weight.
Recognizable jaw.
Right, yeah, but it doesn't look like him. Maybe it's just the way they did his hair, and they've, like, he has makeup on to, like, Batman will have, like, sometimes different Batmans will have, like, black makeup around their eyes, or on their neck, or whatever. They did that whole thing, but they played it up for drama. Anyway. So Jovi is saying that she'd only break her oath if he died, if they were in a fight. Sorry, Jovi. What is do no harm? Harm just means death. Is that?
Yeah.
That's all harm is. Man.
Why even question that? That's that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Harm is death.
That sounds like that's like an American interpretation of that. Harm is really, who knows what it is. I mean, if they're dead, they're definitely harmed. Know your facts. I'm going to get sued by that woman. I'm going to be the first YouTube channel with less than 20 subscribers to get shut down by a TikTok comedian. Finn, listen. If we did some like advertising and promotion and like actually did this on a real schedule and stuff, I think some people would watch this.
Yeah.
Did I tell you I was in the top 20 on comedy podcasts?
Yeah, you did.
For like a week. That was cool. But I literally think it was just because of my family. Just all listened to the first episode. Yeah. Just sweet of them.
You have a big family, yeah.
Wait, hold up. So big. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't bet against Jovi in a fight, even if. Well,
I'm afraid of her. Yeah.
I think self-defense would be fine, right? You can defend yourself in a fight. She could just do Taekwondo style shit, use Bender's momentum against him. But I don't know if he could get that much momentum. He seems kind of bendy. Is that the right word?
Bendery.
Oh, that's why I'm thinking that. Listen, Bender, you could probably beat me up, but that's just because I smoke, and I think I may have gotten COVID and have that swelling around my heart. But, so, this isn't a diss on you. I mean, it is, but... Sorry, I was just finding random, like, cables and stuff.
Hey, look at this, yeah.
Check
I would lose to most people in fights, so...
Yeah, I have no interest in fighting. I only beat someone up one time, and they were much smaller and younger than me. And it was because they were a huge dick to my girlfriend, and I literally did the rage blackout thing. So, you got to push me pretty far. I think I was having a bad day too.
Yeah. You want to go?
Yeah, internet fight. Yeah. I don't even know if you have a mom. How about that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Jovi said that was a good country accent, and she would know. Thanks.
Yeah, Jovi, yeah, I can go to the cinema and watch a movie.
Is that a country accent?
I don't know.
I mean, you're the one wearing the hat.
I was from a country.
Oh. No, country. Country.
Country accent.
It's basically, okay, look. Rich, stuck-up person, you stick your lower jaw out. Country, you stick your upper jaw out. That's all you got to do. It's all about the physicality of the face, the tip of the tongue, the teeth, and the lips. Wait. The tip of the tongue, the teeth, and the lips.
The tip of the tongue, yeah.
Yeah. You got a pretty mouth.
I just go into Simple Jack. That's
Simple Jack.
What's a huge knot in my hip movie?
I mean, dude, you don't have to go that far south from here to find that. And I don't know if they're that simple, but just go to Shenandoah Raceway.
But make my eyes rain.
Yeah. Some people call it a Kaiser blade. I call it a sling blade. French fried taters.
So, did I tell you how I was getting all these YouTube recommends for Cumtown? The podcast Cumtown? There's a podcast called Cumtown, by the way. No. Yeah.
What is it about?
I don't think I can say on YouTube. No. They talk about everything, but they're like non-PC leftists, right? They're like anti-woke leftists. You know this whole phenomenon? They're not necessarily anti, but they're just like, they say the R word and the B word and the C word. Oh, they're so edgy. But anyway, they talk about movies, and they nail their critiques of movies sometimes are so perfect. They talk about Rain Man. You got to go watch it. Just search. I'm sorry, it's going to ruin your YouTube recommends, but search Rain Man Cumtown. That's worse than Licking Hole from Goochdale.
I'm gonna go to Cumtown and
yeah, you got it first. You got to go down that road. You're gonna hit straight into Goochdale. Okay, Goochdale. You're gonna want to follow Licking Hole Creek. Now, when you get to the second bend, you'll see a covered bridge. You cross that. Okay, not your car. It's not strong enough. It's old. You cross that, and then you're gonna be in Cumtown.
Madison County.
Oh yeah, you're gonna be in side of Clint Eastwood. He's gay now. Know your facts.
Covered bridges, yeah.
Yeah, bridges. Remember when that was a phenomenon? I don't know what did that book make women horny? Was it like 50 Shades of Grey with less beatings and misogyny or whatever? I don't know. It was a thing. Well, we were talking about something that I had something to say about. Cumtown. Oh, Rain Man. It's terrible. Tom Cruise treats him like shit. The movie's terrible. It should be banned. And I
love it.
It's but like the way he treats that poor man is the worst. But yeah, it's amazing.
Rock flag and eagle.
Also, this is what I would do.
A poster of on my wall, actually.
Of Rain Man?
Yeah.
Oh my God. But listen to it. Like, it's hilarious. I mean, the movie's still good. Yeah. But Tom Cruise is a piece of shit. Like, that's the other thing. It doesn't mean the movie shouldn't exist. I did say it should be banned. I didn't mean that. But, you know, you just have to be real about the characters and what it's talking about. Like, maybe the movie is like Tom Cruise is a piece of shit. That's the whole point. I don't know. I haven't seen it in a while.
Kind of is.
It kind of is, right?
Growing.
He grows a little bit, but I don't think he really grows that much. He's still a piece of shit at the end. And also his girlfriend, why does she keep hanging around? She should dump his ass. All right. Jovi, another question. What's your new COVID hobby or activity minus the pod? This pod. This is not a podcast, first of all. I have not put it on a single podcasting service. I need to do that, but it takes money and effort. It's not that much money or effort, but I think, could you do a straight audio RSS from YouTube? I don't think you can. I'll have to look into that. If you can do that, I will do it, because it'd be easy as fudge. Goddamn forge. Do you have a new hobby during the lockdown area? Don't say switching hands.
No, I've had to do that a long time ago.
Oh, right, because you're, yeah. Giant penis. Oh, both feet. That's how giant it is. Every time you take off your pants, whoever's in the room with you is like, it's a trap. Can't be real. No, do you have a new hobby or anything?
Yeah, no. I've got nothing, really. If playing video games for hours.
Yeah, Zelda.
No, that's exactly the same thing I was doing before.
Yeah. See, I didn't. I don't really play many video games. But man, I've been playing a lot of Zelda since I got that. I take my little Switch up to my desk. I'll tell my boss. And the conference calls are really boring, and my camera's not on. And maybe I open up a little shrine or two there on this Breath of the Wilds. Whoopsie.
Is it super good, the game?
I mean, I'm not a good judge because I'm not a person that plays like all types of games and stuff. But for as involved and like kind of difficult as it can be, it's not like that hard. But it's engaging enough, and the best thing about it is there's like a million ways to skin a cat, right? Like every problem, sometimes you can just like literally just walk around it. Like,
Yeah.
you don't have to fight every enemy. And sometimes when you do, you can like use, creative strategies to make it easier. The hard part for me is when you get to like the main quest obstacles. Those are more linear, because most of the old Zelda games they were all linear, right? They weren't really open world.
No.
So, but yeah, I like the open worldedness of it and all the like fun little quirky things, and it's really awesome. But it is huge. So much to do.
How many hours?
Will doesn't like it. Hug Nice Man says Breath of the Wild sucks. Well, like I hate being told what to do, so suck a dick, Will. How many hours have I played it?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I've probably already played it like 60 or 70 hours easily.
Yeah, it's a good amount.
Yeah.
It's a weird like playing video games, and you're like, there's like some part that's really hard. You have to like kill a bunch of guys or something, and then when you like played that, and the next time around you come to the same scenario, and you're like, well, I could just run through here. I don't have to do anything.
Yeah, it's like if you know where to go, and and that's happened to me in like Breath of the Wild. It's like, oh, I gotta get this thing. It's like, well, I could just climb up over there and use my little paraglider and just like go right, and I don't have to fight any of these guys.
And like, I spent an hour on this, like
right,
previously.
Yeah. I don't play video games enough to know, like, people that play a lot, they like are going through an area and they can see like, oh, that you can climb. That is, they're obviously trying to funnel you towards this. I don't notice that. I'm the person like walking behind cars being like, is there a secret back here? Does anybody know? Hey, maybe I can use this stick as a crutch. Help me, anyone. The internet, please. Polygon/IGN help boards. Help me. Yeah. Also, Breath of the Wild, because you can do stuff so different, I have gotten stuck a couple times, and I'm just like, fuck it. I'm reading the thing.
I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I think that's become kind of a part.
Exactly.
Like,
because if it's between me stopping playing the game, right, because I get frustrated and whatever, because I'm whiny, lazy, and entitled, I'm going to go read the cheat thing. So, but especially the Polygon ones for Breath of the Wild, I've read a few of them, and some of the ways they do stuff, I'm like, this is the hardest possible way to accomplish this. I'm like, wait, no, dude, you just do this. So it's like, it makes me feel a little better because these are like professional video game players writing these things. And I'm like, oh, well, I figured out a little bit better than that. But
wait, I'm just blanking. I had to say something.
That's okay. No, the story. So Yager is saying that Breath of the Wild was cool because it was open, but because of that, the story felt very thin. And it's true because it's really hard. Nintendo isn't super well versed at that style of story, open world story based. You know what I mean? Because there are games that are more like that, but that takes away from the open worldedness sometimes because it's like you have to travel over here, do this thing before you can move on in the game, right? Whereas Breath of the Wild, it's like you have like, I probably have 40 friggin' side quests open right now, that I probably will never finish. But I just open all of them because it's like, why not? Maybe I'll accidentally do it. And then you have the main quest, and there's sub quests underneath that. So basically, there's these creatures that you have to like subdue, and I have all of them subdued, and I just don't want to go fight the bosses because I'm a little baby boy. But yeah,
I was gonna say just about that, like looking things up on the internet, like the games that I play, like there's so much like items and lore in these games,
right?
Like I don't know how you're supposed to know all that. So it's just you kind of need to go to the because they have their own like Wikipedia for the whole game,
right? And it's like, oh well, you needed to know that this flame thatch cape was what you need to activate the fart tunnel.
So, you have this banana, and you have to open that door with this banana. It's like,
wait,
okay,
really? Okay, yeah.
No.
And like Zelda Breath of the Wild is a little like that. It's like that light. I mean, that's a lot of that stuff comes from Zelda. The whole, all the different items and keys and puzzly type stuff.
I remember like playing some of those point and click games, and the kind of things you have to do doesn't make any sense, and you're like, how am I supposed to? Am I supposed to just try every item, like on every single thing to find out like that?
Yeah. Well, did you ever do any of the text-based ones? Where you're like, walk north, use rope on.
I think I've played like some old NES things
that had something like that.
Yeah.
Those are tricky. But yeah, those old point and click ones. Yeah, where you just be like, okay, the iron, no, okay, the candle, no, And man, playing Myst. Do you ever play Myst?
No, I don't.
I played Myst with my stepdad. You don't know what Myst is?
No.
It's like literally like the biggest point and click adventure game of all time, like puzzle based.
Okay. Well, we just had.
It might have been called something else. Yeah, maybe it never got released in Finland. They were like,
I'm sure it was, but
they won't get it. But
was it on, like NES?
It was a CD-ROM game. It eventually came out on some consoles and stuff.
Okay.
But you're probably a little too young, first of all.
Oh.
You heard of Riven? No. Okay. Then you definitely haven't heard of Obsidian. Will, have you heard of Obsidian? It's an old
the game. No.
Right. I've heard of the glass thief. I've heard of the lava glass. I'm not a moron. Obsidian, it had like some FMV type stuff in it, but it was mainly like a Myst style. But it was like a surrealist. Like you're in dreams, in somebody's dreams, and you're actually in like a supercomputer who's dreaming, and you have to like get through their dreams and break through back to reality. And it was fucking awesome, and nobody has played it. It's so good. But I used to play Myst with my stepdad because he was the adult, and it was his computer. And I remember it was like the first CD-ROM game we ever had, and you put it in, and it had this like 120 by 80 pixel like intro video that played, and we were all just like, like it was amazing. But we had notebooks of like maps that he's an artist, a really good artist. He would do these hand-drawn maps and like write down everything everyone said, and then going back and playing it, I'm like, we didn't need to do that. It really wasn't that hard. Like it was still hard. Like it was a hard game, but Riven was like practically fucking impossible. I had to cheat. I really didn't want to cheat on that one, but I did. I was like, I'm not gonna spend literal days walking around just trying things, because I can't figure this out. Anyway, all right. Well, we got to wrap up because you got to get ready for work or some shit.
Well, I'm in no rush, but sure.
Oh, okay. Well, let's take a quick vote. Press B in the chat if you want us to do another 2 hours, Finn. You good with 2?
Yeah, sure.
No, we can't do that. We can't do that. Hey, boy. We can't do that. Well, thanks for joining us. I'm glad some people showed up in the chat. That was super cool to have some cues. We give you some A's.
Hear our theme song.
Oh yeah, we'll do that as our outro. Yeah. So stick around. We got if you missed it at the beginning, which you did because no one was here. Stick around. But yeah, I don't really have anything else to wrap up. You got anything you want to say, Finn, before we take off?
This is gonna go to work. This is all I'm gonna do.
Yeah, it's not really fair to put you in on the spot.
Words.
Come on, say something fun. It's like you're gonna go do. Come on, you're going to like Disney World.
Hey, it's Friday here.
Oh shit, you're right.
It's Friday.
So that's like the first time it's been right for you. All right. Well, thank you, everybody. Have a great night. Drink your school. Stay in milk. And yeah, I am. Which one? I'm Doge.
And I'm Finn.
And this has been a thing. All right, everybody. Have a great night. Stick around. I'm gonna play you a fun little thing. Just a second. All right, here we go. This is our new theme song.
Cowabunga dudes.
Earlier I said I'd send somebody my Vegas Gold Jordan Stall jersey. They got all the lyrics right to that. I rescind that, but I will send you a special present if you're able to type the words out in the chat exactly. Okay? I sang too, so I'm not just saying if Finn is unintelligible, I also am unintelligible. I had to puzzle it out over here like a Zelda shrine, so. All right, we love you guys. Stay safe. Have a great weekend. Have a happy, what is it, Labor Day?
U.S. Day.
Yeah, that holiday that we have that celebrate unions that everyone hates.
Rock, flag, and eagle.
Yeah. Oh, Jovi wants to play it again. Okay, I'm gonna play it again. You know you can go back, Jovi.
Yeah, and you literally have it on your phone.
Oh, yeah, and I think he said. I mean, actually, it's pretty easy to understand. I think you only have to listen to it twice. Okay, we're really gonna go now. I swear.
Right, digital.
Palsy.
Bye.